Hey guys, welcome back to what is finally a brand new video. So, today we're going to be unboxing Kinetic Gold's 148 scale F-16 in the special Texas Air National Guard paint scheme. I actually saw a video of the real aircraft on YouTube and fell in love with it. Another channel on YouTube, Air Force Builder, has also reviewed this kit. And he certainly knows a lot more than I do about the technical parts of an F-16. I believe he has actually worked on the real F-16, so if you want like more of a technical aspect from a review, I'm going to go ahead and link his video in the description down below. But as far as the kit goes, hopefully I can help you out with that. Anyways, typical Kinetic Gold stuff. We've got Magfire compatible, which the Magfire compatible, I'm not even sure if they have this out yet or not. Magnetic Firepower, Kinetics, Interchangeable Modern Weapons Set, which I think is pretty neat. I'm not even 100% sure as to what that entails, to be honest, but I'm happy with just whatever is supplied with the kit. Decals are designed by Fightertown Decals, and of course they're printed by Cartograf, which is absolutely amazing. Hands down, as far as I'm concerned, and I think a lot of you folks out there will agree, is probably the absolute best decals that you can get a hold of. Model features: positional flaps and slats, new engraving technology for crisp panel line, and laser engraving for super detail. Full detail cockpit, full intake, super detail MLG and NLG bay. And weapon includes fuel tank, AIM-9Ms or Xs, AIM-120Bs or Cs, AIM-7X, GBU-12, GBU-49, GBU-24, 31, and 38 AAQs, so you got all your different pods, AAQ-13 or 14, AAQ-26 Lightning, AAQ-33 Sniper, and ALQ-184. So, I mean, you've got a ton of options in this kit. There's one of the small sides. And of course, I'll look at the different options that you have for markings. That right there, I believe, is the special half blue paint scheme. Of course, the paint scheme that I'm going to do, the Air National Guard, with the Texas flag. And the Southeast Asian camouflage, which, again, I really like that as well. All right, let's crack this bad boy open and finally release it from its plastic sarcophagi. And of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, now is an awesome time to do it. Only sitting at 45 subscribers at the moment. And I'm hoping to, although this is kind of like a second channel to me, I'm hoping to make something out of this because this is another one of my passions. And unfortunately, another one of my hoards. Because apparently, you can never have too many model kits. Alright. Plastic parts. Looks like you've got the two-seater D model plastic canopy as well. Clear parts look absolutely excellent. Don't see a seam line going down the center. Looks like there's a little bit of a one for the D model, but of course we don't need that. I also did a review on the Kinetic Gold F-16D that I'm going to be doing the MiG Killer paint scheme on. Did that a while ago. So I guess if I mess up the canopy on that one, I've got a spare. Next up, we've got cockpit tub with some raised detail. And the top fuselage section. Canopy sides. And looks like the bottom portion of the instrument panel and static diffusers on these. This scares me a little bit because I can just see myself breaking those off. However, the panel lines on this kit are absolutely excellent as far as I'm concerned. They are not overdone, but they're still there, and they look nice and crisp without being too deep. Outer portion of the intake, inside of turbines, and looks like probably two different block versions of the landing gear doors. Yep, definitely, for sure. So I'd imagine that this kit shares a lot of sprues with their two-seater D model, which I know could be built in block 30, 40, or 50 series. So I'm sure this one probably carries the same concept. The thick or the thin landing gear. And yeah, definitely have plenty of parts for different block versions here. So we've got the GE and the Pratt & Whitney engines at your disposal, aka wide mouth and narrow mouth F-16s. Two different upper rear sections of the fuselage and lower portion of the fuselage. Lots and lots of nice detail. And what's really crazy too is, I mean, this is almost like a culture shock for me because I'm so used to doing vintage kits that something like this with a lot of detail, a lot of options, and hopefully easy assembly will be a pretty nice treat. Interior of the main landing gear. Two-piece nose cone. Looks like the centerline auxiliary fuel tank. Some ALQ pods. More of those static diffusers that I'm sure I'm going to break off at some point. And we got one external wing fuel tank. Main landing gear wheels, and they are molded open, which is a really nice detail. Pylons. Ejection seat sides, and another sprue that is exactly identical to the other one. Yeah, exact same thing. Imagine that is probably just a cost benefit to Kinetic. I mean, we've got another spare ejection seat here, and some more main landing gear wheels and tires. And there's your second outboard auxiliary fuel tank. More ALQ pods for your weapon systems. And then two more identical sprues that is just jam-packed with lots and lots and lots and lots of weapons. You've got AMRAAM sidewinders, you've got GBUs, you've got, I mean, just basically everything you could ever possibly imagine. And again, very nicely done, very nicely molded. Good looking detail. And the fun parts. Very nice painting schematics. Looks like it's got callouts for ammo MIG colors, which I need to try those out actually. I've never used any ammo MIG products, to be honest, that I can think of offhand. I've certainly never used the paints. I mostly use Tamiya for painting my models. But something like this, instead of having to mix, there you go. Also has the federal standard call-out numbers in case you do want to mix, which is probably what I'll wind up doing anyway. And instructions. A little bit of information about the F-16 itself and Texas Air National Guard. Sprue parts map. And all your different paint callouts. So you've got ammo MIG colors, you've got Vallejo model colors, you've got GSI Creos, which Mr. Color. There's Tamiya, which again, a lot of these are going to have to be mixed, and Humbrol. And one thing that I've noticed, I haven't built a Kinetic kit yet, but I've noticed that they have very nice detailed instructions. I actually kind of like the way Airfix does their new instructions. A little bit better, but these are certainly awesome. And of course, by the time you get done with this, you're going to have all kinds of spare parts, which is something else that I probably don't need because I have buckets of spare parts. Open or closed canopy, of course. And they've got two whole pages of just assembling the weapons and pylons. So there is a lot going on here. And weapon loading illustration, which is also really nice. I mean, let's face it, I'm going to Google the crap out of this either way, but man, this sure is nice. I mean, honestly, you don't even really have to Google anything. Everything you need to know is pretty much right here, including a map for all the external stores. And those super amazing cartograf decals. I really like how it shows the different aircraft the Texas Air National Guard, at least this particular squadron, has used throughout the past and present. F-16 is on there. There's those giant Lone Star stars. Decals are nice and thin, very well printed. Everything seems to be in register. And there is a lot of them. Look at all the stencils. All the no walk lines. You do have decals for the instrument panel, or of course you can get the Quinta detail decals, which I haven't done those yet either. I just kind of have a hard time justifying spending the 30 or 40 bucks to do that if they have decals for you, especially ones that are as nice as these. But perhaps in the future. And an entire separate decal sheet just for all of your weapon data. This is going to be quite the undertaking. I think I'm excited. Alright, so there we have it. Hopefully I did an okay job. I've watched hundreds of unboxings and kit reviews, and it's still a little bit difficult for me to get used to actually doing this, so if you have any questions and I'm able to answer them, go ahead and throw it down in the comments. Please don't forget to subscribe. If you liked the video, go ahead and throw it a thumbs up. Tick the bell to get a notification every single time that I do upload a video, which will hopefully be more often. Hopefully. But until next time, guys, happy modeling, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.